In the age of AI and social media, now more than ever, it is important to build a personal brand because this is what is going to set you aside. Being human, with AI generating endless content, your humanity is what's going to set you apart and give you a competitive advantage. AI is doing a lot of things for us right now, but there is one thing AI cannot do, and that is your perspective. Today, I'll be telling you how to build your own personal brand in 2026, and this is going to act as your personal insurance. So, no matter what happens in the market, people are going to be looking not just for you, but also for your services. In showing up as your true, authentic self, you are telling the world exactly what you stand for. This is creating a signal for the right people, opportunities, and clients to find you. And so, in this video, I'm going to be telling you exactly how you can build your own personal brand in 2026. Let's get right into today's video. So, first things first, what is a personal brand? Your brand is like your reputation. That's basically what it is. Over time, this definition has changed. Previously, it used to be all about your reputation, but currently, right now, your brand is everything about you: how you sound, you talk, how you walk, how you dress, and what you stand for. That is what your personal brand is. And so, in building your personal brand, you first of all think about what kind of people you surround yourself with and what you stand for. If your brand is something you want to really work on, you need to think about your behaviors. What are the current behaviors that you want to have? In building a personal brand, you need to figure out how you want to be perceived. When people think about you, what is the thoughts that comes to their head? Do they look at you as someone that they can come to for solutions to their problem? Because the truth of the matter is the world is looking for people that bring solutions, not people that bring problems. Think about what you want to be known for. And for you to be an SME in a particular subject, you need to have confidence. And how do you have confidence? You have confidence by doing. And so whatever you've decided that you want to be an SME in, you get confident in it by doing it more and more. And you get confidence by simply repeating something until you master it. For example, I'm here making YouTube videos, and while it is cringe to talk to yourself on camera, personally, I don't find it cringe. The more you do it, I find it quite easy to talk to the camera. And a couple of years ago, this used to be something that I might have struggled with. But currently, because I'm so used to talking to the camera now, it is almost second nature. And this is what it means to master something. The more you do something, the more confident you feel at it. For example, you are currently learning a tech skill. There's something we all have, which is imposter syndrome. However, the more you do something, the more you code, the more you practice, the more confident you feel in it, and then the more you master that thing. If you wanted to learn how to speak, you need to practice speaking to people, because how else are you going to master it if you don't practice it? And how else are you going to get confident in speaking in public if you don't practice it? My next point I want to touch on is something called inverted thinking. Now, when we want to build a personal brand, or when we are currently going through like a change and evolution, we are always thinking about what we need to be doing. Oh my gosh, I need to wake up early in the morning, or I need to eat more healthy foods, or I need to take that course, or we come up with so many things that we need to do. However, the principle of inverted thinking is saying, okay, what are the things that I need to stop doing, not the things I need to start doing. Okay, think about what you're currently doing that is keeping you stuck, making you self-sabotage. What are you currently doing that is keeping you from getting the things that you want in your life? Where are you making it really, really difficult for you to achieve what you want to achieve? You say you want to stop smoking, for example. You probably would need to stop hanging out with people that smoke, or stop buying cigarettes in the first place. Or if you wanted to stop drinking, then you probably should say no to the after work drinks with your friends and your colleagues. Try and make it easy for you to do the things that you want to do, instead of saying, oh, I need to stop drinking, oh, I need to stop smoking, I need to stop this, or I need to work out. Why don't you get a gym subscription and a trainer, or get a friend that is also into fitness that can motivate you and, push you to achieve what you want to achieve? And so what I'm just trying to say here is make it easy for yourself to achieve what you want to get. Instead of thinking of the things you need to start doing, how about even removing the things that are limiting you currently from doing the things that you need to do? For example, in terms of eating healthy, how about not even buying the unhealthy snacks to begin with? Not having them in the house would make it so much easier for you to keep on track of your fitness goals. So many of us say we want to be a great leader. Okay, if I want to be a great leader, then I have to set a good example. And so the question we want to ask is, what do great leaders do? What are their habits? What are their daily habits? What are the things that they do that make them great leaders? How do they show care and concern for their colleagues and teammates and people that work for them? Think about the things that you are currently doing that is not aligned with what a leader does. One of the most important things about being a leader is not telling people what to do, but actually showing them what to do. A good leader, a good boss would not tell people to come to work early when she herself comes late or she doesn't show up to meetings on time. That's not setting a good example. That's not setting a good precedent for people to follow. Or, for example, a boss finds out that her employees are not dressing professionally to work. You should probably take a look at yourself as well. Are you dressing professionally to work? You cannot expect your colleagues and your employees to do something that you yourself are currently not doing. So it's not about telling people, it's more about showing them. In your rebranding, think about the things that you want to see around you and start emulating that. Start doing the things you want to see around you, because that way you would attract like minds to you. One other key point in rebranding yourself is to use the pain to fuel your transformation. Now, it's usually so hard and so painful to go through a transformation process. One thing about our brains is our brain loves comfort. It tries to avoid risk, and this is the time to push through. This is the time to use the pain to fuel your transformation. And a skill that you might want to pick up is self-awareness. Self-awareness is such a beautiful thing because you cannot lie to yourself. And so, for example, if you know you are someone that eats a lot of carbs, you should be truthful to yourself and try to come up with healthier options and healthier snacks. Or if you know you're someone that eats late at night, you should probably stop eating late at night or switch to eating fruits instead. Learn to say no and not to people please. It's so important that you are able to stand for what you believe in and stand for your values. It's so important to be kind, but stand your ground and stand for the values that you believe in. Don't people please, because what tends to happen is a lot of people please, and what this does is it breaks down their brand little by little and they end up settling for less, ignoring their values. You don't want to be that person that does not have values to uphold and values that you believe in, because that is what sets you apart. That is what is your brand. You need to have values. You need to be able to stand your ground. Let your yes be yes and your no be no. One of the biggest hacks when rebranding is changing your environment. Our environment has such a huge part to play in the way we think and the capacity in which we dream. When you've come up with the kind of person that you want to be, it's so important that you put yourself in that environment. You put yourself in that position. And this could mean leaving your home and moving to a better place that you feel are better aligned to your goals. And this could also mean surrounding yourself with the right people that align with where you want to see yourself, because environment is a factor that it can place limited thinking. And also for students that might be watching me, you need to be able to vet your environment, vet your company, know the kind of people that you want around you. When I was in university, I went to a public university in Nigeria, graduated with a first class. I was the best graduating female in my faculty, technology faculty. And one thing I did, which I am so happy about, was to surround myself with the right people that had similar goals as me. We all wanted to come out with first class, good grades, and be able to land jobs immediately after school, which is exactly what I ended up doing. And so surrounding yourself with the right people is like a life hack, to be honest. It's a life hack. If you want to earn more, surround yourself with people that earn higher than you. If you want to get a job, surround yourself with people that are in the industry. So this is like a life hack that a lot of people don't talk about, but it's so important. And there's something that we hear a lot, that bad company corrupts good manners. So you want to be careful about the people that you let to get close to you. Choose your friends and don't let your friends choose you. This is because the standards that your inner circle has will also translate to the standards that you also have for yourself. Will also translate to the standards that you also hold yourself to. If you are around five fools, you did not count well. There are six. If it doesn't align with your values, you probably need a new circle or new friends. Another point to make when you are rebranding yourself is consistency. Okay, consistency builds trust, and people are not going to trust you if you don't consistently show up for yourself and show up for others. People do not trust a brand that is not consistent. Think about it. Think about the brands you trust and think about it for a moment. The reason you probably trust this brand is because of how they consistently show up online. Say, for example, Amazon. Amazon is constantly sending me emails telling me about a new product, telling me about a new deal, and all of these things is psychological because somewhere at the back of my mind, I know that if I need anything, the first place I check is Amazon. Why? Because they have consistently put their brand in front of me. And so that builds trust. And so inconsistency in your habits translates to a lack of trust in your audience, in your teammates, in your employees, and even amongst your family and friends. Inconsistency can sabotage your brand. It's something that could literally sabotage it. It's okay to make mistakes because no one is above mistakes, but know that this would affect your brand. Now, the rate at which a mistake would affect your brand depends on the gravity of it, okay? If it's such a big mistake, it's okay to make mistakes, like I said, but it's definitely going to affect your brand. Now, what happens is how you come back, how you pick yourself from it and dust yourself up and move on, okay? Best not to dwell on negative thoughts. Also, it's best not to put yourself in situations, like I said earlier, that would make it easier for you to be inconsistent, which comes down to willpower. You don't want to put yourself in situations that would test your willpower, okay? Don't buy cookies if you know, no need to buy cookies to test your willpower. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, stay away from it, okay? Stay away from drinking, stay away from cigarettes, stay away from these vices. There's no need to put yourself through that. It's logical. Like, if you don't put yourself in situations to mess up your brand, then it's not going to happen. And so you want to think about things like, how can you create an enabling environment for you to thrive and build your brand, okay, without any distractions or anything that would make you inconsistent. The final thing to note is people only care about results, okay? Don't get stuck in the trying phase. A lot of people just want to see the results, but I would say to you, rather than focus on the outcome, focus on the process, because the moment you decide to change your life, the moment you decide to rebrand and actively start working on it, that is what makes you a winner. That is what a winner is, not necessarily you getting like a gold medal at the end of the day, okay? That is just a manifestation of the process. So I would say focus on the skills and the experience, the journey in becoming a better version of you. Pick up the new skills that you know would elevate your brand, because these are the things that will get you the results that you want. That brings me to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you are interested in more videos like this, do check out these other ones on my channel, and also share this video with anyone that is looking to rebrand themselves for 2026. I would see you in my next video. Okay, bye.